Welcome back to Dinset's Techie Not Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. Tonight we're getting back into some Dead Space, but before we do that, we're actually going to check out to the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase from this morning. It's been a long day for me. I had to take a little bit of a beauty nap before the stream here. Also, I got something interesting in the mail, and I thought I'd show you guys that real quick. Red Wing shoes. I haven't taken these out yet, but looks pretty significantly cool to me, I would think. I don't know if you guys can see much of this there. Look at that. Ooh, that's a fancy boot color right there. Let's see. Well, looky there, huh? Not too shabby, I reckon. Eh? So, yeah, I'm probably going to be doing some videos on this soon, thereabouts. It's been a while since I've done anything on shoes. But you guys are here for the games, right? Well, the chat seems kind of dead right now, so maybe you're not actually here. I don't know. I don't make the rules, or maybe I should, right? Maybe I can't get that back in the box. Maybe I'm going to mess that up, putting it in the back in the box that way. I don't know. Maybe that was not the way to do that. I thought it would be, but box kind of a tight fit. We're gonna slide this down over here. If the chat's alive, say something. Ooh, one fancy Sabato there. I got those from Zulily. It sounded familiar, so I thought that sounded legit. Actually was able to finesse a bit of a discount, got about $100 off. Made in America, heritage quality boots. My first real adult boot, I guess. Usually if I get a boot, it would be like a hiking type thing. Had too much slippage. The Merrells I was using when trying to shovel snow and walk in snow just can't handle ice at all. These actually have tread. They're the Iron Ranger Tread. It's a special hybrid model they came up with a few years ago. To have kind of a work boot that looks kind of fancy at the same time, that also has a bit of a tread capability to it. But let's get into tonight's fairs. I've got the Nintendo Direct queued up here, and we're going to just watch that and see kind of how I'm going to react to this, I guess. That it's a reaction thing. I'm sorry. I know they're all lame. It was kind of sort of requested by a guy who put some money down. We'll see how much copyright trouble this channel gets into for doing this. Can never quite be sure who's going to put copyright protected music in a thing. Why your streaming's on that. I'll pause and make comments where I need to. I have seen some of this information on Twitter today, though I try to avoid much of it. We also have a cupcake to eat after the stream. We're starting off orbitals.
A research station was suddenly struck by a cosmic
This
storm.
is my most hyped game of the year because I'm assuming GTA 6 is gonna get postponed.
15 years later, its survivors are living.
Oh
peacefully.
my god!
But the threat
It really
of another
does look like an
cosmic
OVA.
storm is coming up fast.
In the cutscenes, at least. Oh! It's hitting me right in the 80s.
Omura, two young explorers must now brave galactic
Also, I'm gonna be drinking a Red
dangers
Bull
and
here.
Save all that's left of their home.
In
Teamwork is key
gameplay?
in this two-player co-op adventure.
I'm watching this in 4K,
You'll
by
need
the
a few
way.
Tools to survive. The scrap hook grabs and moves platforms.
Oh, they
so you
did
can
such
carve
an
a path
authentic
forward.
job with this.
The liquid launcher blasts water to activate
I don't even care what the
mechanisms
liquid launcher does. I am on this
and
day
cool
one.
down scorching surfaces.
I heard people
Beam
cracking
cannon
jokes. It
fires a
takes
stream
two
of
Switch.
super-hot heat
It takes
to
Switch
destroy
2.
obstacles, open
So I
doors,
think this may have
and
a
more.
game share functionality. I'm wondering if
Use
that
the
works
tools
online. Like I
together,
can buy it and
you
then a
might
friend
discover
with a Switch
unexpected
2 could
solutions
play
to
with me.
puzzles.
I think It Takes Two works that way.
While exploring, you can encounter strange life forms. Or
I know
opt
you
for
can
a
do that
detour
locally
and
with
take
the
a
game
little
share. But I was
travel
wondering if they
break.
had a function.
With Game Share, two players can adventure together locally or online
That's a
if one
Switch,
person
not a
has
Switch
the
2.
game.
Or online. Or
Can these
online.
two
So you're going to need a
brave
Switch
explorers
Online
save their
membership,
home?
which is not a bad deal.
Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this summer.
Summer. I was hoping for a more concrete date, but hey,
Hello,
hell of a way
everyone.
to start.
Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on
You,
games from
Nukem,
our
you
publishing
asked
and
me to do
development partners
this.
coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
I had the
Switch
thing
systems.
scheduled like an hour and a
What you
half
just
ago,
saw
so it
was Orbitals, launching exclusively
sometimes it can be a
on
little
Nintendo
difficult for me
Switch
to
2
schedule
this
the
summer.
streams.
We hope you're looking forward to this
I have to make a
intergalactic
thumbnail
co-op
and all
puzzle
this.
adventure. Okay.
That's a
let's take
strong
look at
start
some
right there.
upcoming
Just a
Nintendo
little
Switch
bit more
games.
information on Orbitals. That's about what I was hoping for. I'm expecting a lot of things we've seen before and ports from Xbox over the year, like things Xbox got in the last year, you know? I don't even know if Sony's gonna get involved at all. Some guy wants me to read. Something takes place in a certain bay in Japan. We've prepared a video for you.
In the waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids have been passed down, a tale of mysteries and curses stirs.
I wonder if you can
latest
hear the
Paranormal
train
Site
going by.
mystery
And my
adventure is
windows
coming
used
to
to
the
block
Nintendo
this stuff
Switch
out
system.
perfectly.
The story
Now it's like I have
follows
open
Yuza
windows.
Minakuchi, a boy who works as a pearl diver.
To
One day,
Pearl Diver, no
gathering on the
thanks.
sea floor, he encounters another version of himself.
With no
This
eyes.
phenomenon is just the beginning. Soon, others.
There's a lot of
strange
games in
incidents
Japan
begin
where
to
people
plague
just kind of
the
like
island.
stand
A
and then you
girl
have to
with no
read.
memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need
I've
to
heard
search
people
deep
say that
within
all the
waters
directs are
of
bad
Issei
now
Bay.
and that this was the most
As each of their
boringest and
motives
whatever, you know.
intertwine, the story connects to the mermaid legend told centuries ago.
Well, these are not steel-toe boots that I
Paranormal
picked
Site,
up.
The Mermaid's Curse.
They should have plenty of
launches
toe
on
room and
Nintendo
stuff.
Switch, February
I haven't
19th.
tried them on. I kind of ordered them
Pre-orders
blind
begin
with the
later
big discount.
today on Nintendo
Hoping it
eShop.
works out. February
Battle
19th.
for
That's coming up
World
pretty soon.
Glory. A new Captain Tsubasa game is kicking its way onto Nintendo Switch. Choose from a roster of over 110 characters, representing 22 teams.
That kind of reminds me. I need
Score
to
with
cancel
powerful
Spotify
shots
before
from
they
the
charge
original
me.
work, as well as newly added special moves that give passes, blocks, dribbles, and tackles a boost. Go on the offensive against elite competitors as you aim for victory. Gear up for sensational soccer action. When Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year.
I don't know. This
Next
year,
up are
okay,
games
sure.
heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Quit supporting the Switch! You're bringing
Life
us
or death
down.
Fight for survival begins.
Oh yeah, she's equipped with those
It was a
short
normal
shorts.
day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo. As the dust settles, our protagonist, Anne, discovers an underground world deep below the metropolis. But she's not alone. Creatures called Xeno populate the unknown expanse. If you're found by a Xeno, it's game over.
So you have to play stealth 100%.
Fighting is not an option, so quick thinking
graphics are
and
not
decision-making
strong
are
here.
vital to your survival. Analyze their patterns and find the best route to make your escape.
I can't cancel Spotify from the
Activate
app.
traps in each area to lure and ensnare any stalking Xeno. And by using GameShare, up to 4 players can share controls, including Anne's movement and camera adjustments. Whether locally or online, coordinating with your friends is key to making it out alive.
It's almost more of a puzzle game if it's going to be entirely sneak, I
Survive
guess.
the subterranean depths in Tokyo Scramble, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Man,
February
that looks like a
11th.
Switch game.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Awaken your Viking spirit. battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival game.
I'm getting all kinds of weird emails about
How
shit.
you go about it is entirely up to you. You could start by gathering materials around the woods.
All right, this looks like a skip for sure.
Fashion a bow and arrows to hunt wildlife and prepare meals. With an axe, you can chop trees to build a house.
Is this on PlayStation
Don't get hit
2?
by falling trees. Build pillars, install beams, construct walls, make the roof, and even add a fireplace. Now you're safe, even from the cold. Wait, is this ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too. By upgrading your crafting stations, you can make items of higher quality. And once you've built a ship, set
They're going
sail
for
on
that
the high
almost
seas
like
to reach new
PlayStation
lands
2 graphic thing,
and
but on
create even
purpose.
more strongholds. Plus, up
Hold
to
on, I'm
10
trying to figure
players
out how to get
online
rid of
can
Spotify
explore
here.
this vast world together. Now, go forth and survive in Valheim, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Find your way forward in these games. Return to the kingdom of Hallownest and fight back the infection in this upgraded modern
This
classic.
kind of a no-brainer.
Dodge, dash, and slash through this 2D action adventure platformer.
I mean, hell,
Now
why
with
not
enhanced
include
visuals and
this
improved
with
frame
Silk
rates
Song
on
at this
Nintendo
point, right?
Switch 2. Equip charms to enhance your abilities and deal magic damage using upgradable spells while exploring the vast interconnected map. Descend into a world of insects and heroes when Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2 later today. Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition for free with the
Yeah, of
upgrade
course you
pack.
get to upgrade for free.
eFootball, reborn from Pro Evolution Soccer, is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, I can't even
Build
figure out
your
what
club,
email I used to sign up
legendary
for the
players, and compete in tournaments
Spotify
around the
here.
globe
I'm
in
screwed.
World Tour mode. Join an exciting competition where national teams face off every 4 years in the International Cup Tournament.
every 4
Or play
years
with
you get to
friends
play
locally
this
or
game.
online to prove who's at the top of their game. Experience
That
the
actually would be
excitement of
better if
soccer
we had like
and
a
aim to
Madden
be the
game
best
once
in the
every
world
4
when
years instead of,
eFootball Kickoff
hey, you need to drop
launches on
$100
Nintendo
grand
Switch
on,
2
or
this
you need to drop
summer.
$100 just to get started with your weird Madden team shit.
Travel through 4 ages. in
I've
a
heard that
brand
this
new
Elliot
HD
game is going to be
2D
game
action
key
RPG.
card. Rip.
Explore the age of safekeeping.
That looks
with
really
Hero
unnecessary.
Elliot's own time. The age of
This might have been pretty cool,
reconstruction, when humans
but now
nearly
you're going
went
to game
extinct.
key card it, then, you know, losing
Age
some
of magic,
enthusiasm.
a time when spells flourished. And the age of budding, the birth of human civilization. In each age, the scenery and citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons and magic unique to certain time periods. A story spanning time will soon begin. The Adventures of Elliot, the
June
Millennium Tales,
18th.
launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, June 18th.
Dickbags, you're making me
Have
enter
a
this
blast
code to
with
an
Super
email I don't
Bomberman
even use.
games from the Super NES era. Play the first Super Bomberman through to the culmination of the series, Super Bomberman 5, including titles previously unreleased worldwide.
Saturn Bomberman?
Famicom versions of Bomberman and Bomberman 2 are also included. Plus, there's a brand new Boss Rush mode, as well as game share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today. The unknown journey continues. The second entry in the Final
No, I
Fantasy
feel like
VII
it's
Remake
spoiling
series
it.
is coming to Nintendo Switch
You're spoiling
2.
it. We just got the first one. We don't have time to play through it.
Nemesis Sephiroth.
Like, that'd be most
Cloud
people,
Strife
right?
and his comrades escape the city of Midgar and embark on a journey across the vast world. traverse the planet on
You've just
chocobos.
spoiled what was the big reveal when I played the original game, essentially. The fact that you could leave Midgar and there was a big world outside of it blew
Team up
my
with allies
freaking
in
mind.
battles, blending action and strategy.
I'm jumping through
If you'd
hoops here
like
to get out of
focus on the
paying
story,
Spotify
there's also a
14
boost
bucks.
function to make combat easier. You'll also find various activities scattered across the world, allowing you to take a break from the action.
You're mine.
And as you interact with your allies, their affinity toward you will grow and impact how the story unfolds. What fate awaits Cloud and his crew in their pursuit of Sephiroth? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Vitals stable. Awakening subject. Hugh Williams.
While investigating a lunar research station, an injury befalls spacefarer Hugh
Now this
Williams.
is Capcom's new IP here.
With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
Oh, so I've been seeing this broad around, this,
Classified as
little
unauthorized
girl.
intruders. The two are targeted by the station AI, which sends enemy bots after them.
Come on, gun work.
These bots have near impenetrable armor,
I think I can help.
but with Diana's hacking skills, you can break down their defenses.
Initiating hack.
What the heck was that?
By moving the cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
I hacked it.
Depending on
Is
the
that-
nodes you pass through, you can modify the damage and effects of a hack. Each split-second decision can change the outcome of
Oh,
battle.
I don't like this. I mean, it was kind of a pain in the ass doing these hacks in Cyberpunk, but to
What
make that
truths will the two find
every
in this
encounter-
AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your bot buddies?
Overdrive protocol. Initiate.
is that Matthew Mercer talking? He gets to talk in like 1 out of every 3 video games, along with Laura Bailey.
baby. We did it.
I'm gonna just place
This
money
is
that
how
that's
we say,
Matthew Mercer.
Good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo
All right, I
Switch 2,
successfully got
April
out of my
24th.
Spotify
A
contract.
demo will be available later today on Nintendo
Now the joke's
eShop.
on them to use one of my 5 or 6 emails I signed up
We
with
hope
to
you're
be like,
looking
please
forward
come
to
back. It's been a
fast-paced
year. Here's
combat
3
and
months for
exploration
$10.
With a unique combination of hacking and shooting. Let's continue with more headlines. Journey to the Lost Lands.
What? Turok's
Become
back?
a legendary Turok warrior in this intergalactic action
He
shooter.
always looks different.
To stop an alien
This
threat
time it's
from destroying
Origins.
all human
Okay,
life,
this
you'll
looks like
journey
Pandora.
solo or with a team of warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures. in
Is this
ferocious
Avatar with
combat.
humans?
Swap
just,
between
instead of making them
first-person
blue
and
Native
third-person
Americans, we just made them Native
perspectives
Americans?
As you unleash weapons, melee attacks, and special abilities to devastate foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Sinks to gain a greater edge in combat. As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries that ultimately
It has
hold
to
the
be
key
Matthew
to
Mercer.
saving
It could.
humanity.
If it's not, then there is the AI is trying to sound like him. I don't know. Like,
Turok Origins.
man, I
launches
don't
on
know about
Nintendo
this
Switch
Turok
2
Origins.
this fall.
Oh boy, how are all of these third-party games looking like
Uncover the
Switch
truth
when they're supposed
of
to be on Switch
Xanadu.
too? Orbitals
In
excluded.
Japan, where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A
Now this
world
sort of
where
look, I
monsters
think,
roam free.
benefits well. The Switch,
A boy named
The
Ray must
a
use his
4K
newly awakened
live action
powers against the
anime
threat
type look
as he joins Hirosaka Academy, a
could
school
actually
for gifted students.
work for Switch 2.
The
It's
Academy's
trying to
goal?
do the realism but
Conquer
having to
Xanadu,
cut it short,
the great labyrinth,
and then you
rumored
end
to
up
be the
looking like a
origin of
Switch
this
game,
other world.
right? That's where the
While
problem is.
traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the
Xanadu is
range of your
amazing. The
exploration.
movie Xanadu
Take on dangerous enemies in 3D action
with Swan
RPG
from the
combat.
Warriors singing.
Use your powers to overcome foes.
Yeah,
Outside
that
the
didn't.
labyrinth, improve your stats.
The only Turok I have sizable
and
time
spend
with was
time
on the
with your
64,
friends
which is
as you
available on
prepare to
NSO.
conquer
May have to
Xanadu.
give that a go
The
sometime.
battle between
That was a
man
pretty
and
rough
monster
game back in the day.
begins. Discover the truth when
The Fragment demo looks 90% as good as the PS5 version. Really? Now, I don't think that, though this is supposed to be
Check out
in
these anime-style games.
this is like a 4K stream, but I don't think they actually uploaded it to that quality. I think there's a lot more compression here than what we would be seeing if I was playing it
And
native.
sends you 8 years into the past.
Now these anime inspired. What did we just watch?
Adventure
Didn't
through
we
the
just
human
see?
world
Now this
and
doesn't look too
digital
bad.
world to save the future.
Got some cell-shaded things happening here. That could be playing to the strong
Nintendo
suit.
Switch 2,
This is a
you
game
can
I think a
select
lot of
quality
people were
mode,
really asking.
playing in 4K
Oh,
at 30
4K's
frames per second,
30?
or performance mode, playing in full HD at 60 frames per second.
Do we have to call it full
Digimon
HD when
Story
it's actually a
Time Stranger
downgrade?
Launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and
Full
Nintendo
HD.
Switch systems July 10th.
Yeah, but we had
Pre-orders begin
4K.
later today on Nintendo eShop.
People were asking for that
set high in
game.
the
That was
sky
being.
is
I saw
soaring
that
in.
Steals of that
Form your
city being
party from a
compared. Oh,
roster of
geez,
over
look the rack on
20
her.
characters,
When I was
each
playing
with their
Pokemon
own
Legends
fighting
EA,
style.
jeez.
Channel the power of teamwork and summon
power
mighty
of
primal
teamwork.
beasts to vanquish your enemies.
Learn
You
the
can also team
futility
up in
of
local or
teamwork.
online multiplayer.
Right? It's always like the awesome power of teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work every time. We've had it ingrained in us.
Grand Blue Fantasy, Relink, Endless Ragnarok.
Sweet Tea,
launches on
Rugal,
Nintendo Switch
Chronos.
2, July 9th. The latest Monster
I
Hunter
think you can
Stories
only
game
watch
is
in
flying
1080p,
in.
right? Like I don't
Your
understand
monster
that. I
allies, called Monsties, can
when I
learn
was doing
special
the
abilities
Twitch
through a
streams
ceremony
native
called
to
the Rite of
Twitch on the
Channeling.
Xbox,
Raise your
because this
Monsties
goes
as
like
you travel the
to
world.
restream then to Twitch, I guess.
The
When I was doing that and I was
lands
trying to
lie on
use
the
my
brink of
phone
disaster.
as a
Monsters are on the
chat
verge of
monitor, I would put it
extinction,
on like
and the riders
lowest
trying to
res, like
save the world
360p,
have to
240p,
contend with
something
an
like that.
even greater threat. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection soars onto Nintendo Switch 2 March 13th. A demo will
There's
be
a lot of
available
Monster
later
Hunter
today
in
on
there.
Nintendo eShop.
There's one
Save
big
data
one,
can be
and
transferred
Akuma
to
makes
the
a
full
guest
game
appearance.
once
They had a
purchased.
movie that I guess didn't do
New
anything.
titles are joining the archives.
Arcade Archives upsets me.
Rave Racer, published by Namco in 1995, speeds into the Arcade Archives 2 lineup. Aim for first place in a race
See,
against
this
your
stuff
rivals.
is standing in the way of us getting arcade
And
cabinets in
Get
NSO.
ready for a new line of home console titles. Console Archives is on the way.
Console archives, that'll definitely stand in the way of things again. But I heard a little bit about this today, and they have like Ninja Gaiden 2 on there, but I think Ninja Gaiden 2 is
Sonic
already
Boom
on
Special.
NSO. So it's like, are you trying to trick people into buying it?
And more
Or is this
will be
for
released
for
over
dickheads
time.
like that wizard, that fake wizard idiot,
First wave
who
of
was
Console
upset that
Archives
they
titles
put
includes Cool
a
Borders
Fire Emblem game he would have paid $300 for
and Ninja
on
Gaiden 2,
NSO.
The Dark Sword of Chaos.
Because it's on NSO, you can't buy it
These
outright.
titles
Like
will be
you're just a
available on
complete
Nintendo
idiot
Switch 2
trying to
later
rage bait.
today.
I believe Ninja Gaiden 2 is already on NSO. If it's not, let me know. And no, none of that shit has any online. That's the problem. None of those archives titles have online support. This is a new Scott Pilgrim game. It's not an update, it's a new game. This EX. Though, I mean, it looks like it could be the same thing. Another Eden Begins. So wait, was there an Eden Begins first? Reanimal. Why does that sound familiar? Is that a title that's been around and Switch 2 is just getting a version now? I am concerned what this would actually look like. Star Trek Voyager? But it's a hotel sim? What? Here's the game for girls. All right, are we capping this off with Resident Evil Requiem and Amiibos? We're running a little low on time here, or it's coming up next. Reanimal was in the Xbox show. I thought it had seemed like it had been around. Maybe that's like included with Game Pass or something. Goat Simulator 3. We needed more goat simulating. Obviously, right?
Why are you hiding? Let's make some noise.
Mouse controls can make some of this interesting. The games with the really long non sequitur titles, I might just have to stay away from. They're too Japanese.
On the crime scene.
Now, Nukem, yeah, I looked this up. It does run, like you said, at the 4K 60, but maybe the assets are deplenished a little, but that is a pretty interesting approach.
What did it do to me?
She's got a bit of a jaggy looking lighter there, but you know, I think this could work for people.
A limited supply of healing items and ammunition are at her disposal.
Take note how jagged looking those
head-on,
pictures are
or
of
save
the
her
pickups.
ammo for the next encounter. For Grace, impending doom is always close at hand. Meanwhile, another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is
Porsche.
also on the case. Leon S. Kennedy.
Hot uncle look, remember?
Raccoon City all dead from the same thing.
With his physical prowess,
Tales of the
Leon
Adventures of
can
Elliot.
parry
What are we talking about?
opponent's attack,
Tales?
Then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters combat. He can fire from a distance using handguns and
Okay, is he like the
rifles,
worst aim?
or use an enemy's weapon against them. Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal.
Oh, okay, now they're just editing out all the gore.
First-person camera perspective.
No violence. We got to keep this a PG rated live direct, don't we? Like,
difficulty options available, including a mode for less experienced players that features
oh,
aim assist.
I could shoot him in the knee. No. See that lock on right there? See how it's kind of flicking? Yeah, that's what we're trying to show you.
And Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path.
He relies on strength.
What will they discover when their fates intertwine?
Grace, he relies on being kinda cute.
Resident Evil
But going
Requiem
gray.
launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system February 27th. Pre-orders are available.
I'm sorry,
now
I'm gonna
on
go with
Nintendo
Xbox on that.
eShop.
I think they've
Resident Evil
put
7
together
Biohazard
a pretty
and
compelling
Resident
reason to
Evil
pick it up on the
Village
Switch
will also
2.
be available the same day.
But they're gonna want a lot of money for those, and those were so many games I've picked up cheap, like a few years ago, or like full price again. Nintendo's pricing has the rest of the industry on watch, going, hey, Nintendo doesn't put things on sale, let's just stop it with the sales. So those, okay, so if those are the amiibos in their previous direct for this game, it made it look like those were special statues that cost like $200. And I'm like, for that? Now amiibo, okay.
You can also look forward to a creator's voice video featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development team. The video will release in the near future. Next is our last announcement.
We wouldn't blame our fans
Hey
selling their
everybody, from
Xbox
all
for
of
a
us
Switch 2.
here at
What
Bethesda Game
Xbox
Studios.
rep
If you're
would
like us,
still have a job
Nintendo
saying
has
that?
meant so much to you.
from your early days of gaming to now. It was incredible for us to partner on the original Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play.
I've heard
We're excited
Bethesda
to
did some
finally
dirty shit
bring
here.
A number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo. We hope you all enjoy the journey.
So the Indiana Jones game, it's like,
Vault
hey,
Dwellers,
the whole
welcome
game's
home.
on the card.
Fallout
Look at
4
us. And here's the other
Anniversary
games.
Edition
It's like,
is
wait, are those on
emerging
card? No, those are
Nintendo
game
Switch
key card.
2. Scavenge.
But I don't
Shoot.
think that there's
Build.
purport. Now look at it this
Create
way.
alliances as
You know how it says
reshape the
game key
wasteland
card at the bottom of
and
the
what
box?
remains of
When it's a code
civilization.
in box, is it
Every
that
choice
apparent?
matters. Fancy yourself a smooth talker or pining to pump up your power armor?
Fallout 4
Choose from hundreds of
sucks
perks
and
that
looks
fit
like
your
garbage.
playstyle. Every road
And they want a
leads
lot
somewhere
of
new,
dough for it.
From the heart of Diamond City to the shadowy corners
Dude,
of
this
forgotten
looks
vaults.
terrible.
The Commonwealth is packed with stories
And
waiting
this
to
is
be
like a
uncovered.
remastered version
In
of it.
addition to the base
I'm
game,
pretty sure it looked better on
experience
Xbox
6
One.
official expansions and over 150 creation
It's like
club
they
items
changed the
to
art style
expand
to
your
Mortal
adventure.
Kombat
Grab your
11
Pip-Boy and
or
traverse the
12 or
wasteland in
1. You know, the one everybody
Fallout
makes fun of
4
on the Switch.
Anniversary Edition,
Oh my
launching
lord,
on
does that
Nintendo
look
Switch
bad.
2, February 24th.
And that's like 40 bucks.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
That's 30 FPS?
The year is 1937.
Okay, now this, oh
Sinister
my
forces
god.
are on the hunt for an ancient power, and only one person can stop them.
Watch me.
Embark
Well,
on
I
a
mean, they tried with the
globe-trotting
face.
cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great
So
Circle.
this whole game is
Set
on the
between
card.
the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark
And
the Last Crusade.
On
Indy
Xbox,
will
this is
journey
like
around the world
a
to
100 gig
uncover the
plus
mystery
game.
behind the Great Circle.
It's pretty damn
From the
big. It might
pyramids
even
of
be
Giza
120
to
or
the sunken
200.
temples of
It's,
Sukhothai
you know,
and
massive
beyond.
textures everywhere.
Use your wits
Because,
to
you know,
infiltrate
the
historic
logic is
areas and
that
solve fiendish puzzles.
you have almost bottomless
Or
storage you
use
could
your whip
exploit.
to face off against dangerous foes.
As
And
long as it's
explore
under a
world full
terabyte,
of
they're good
daring
for it. You know,
escapes.
that's kind of the logic when it comes to any of the
Unforgettable
download stuff.
Adventure
So
calls when Indiana Jones and the Great
cutting it
Circle
back, you're
launches
going
on
to end up
Nintendo
with
Switch 2, May
a bunch of
12th.
lower res textures
Pre-orders
in
begin
places.
later
That
today
doesn't look
on Nintendo
heinous
eShop.
though. That Fallout looked heinous.
Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls 4
You're
Oblivion
certain that
Remastered.
Fallout 4 does not look that good?
Experience this
I played it,
renowned
some of it. I thought it
open-world
looked better than
RPG
that.
Now on a Nintendo system for the first time.
What's this?
Freely customize your character to match your playstyle. Then adventure amongst an unforgettable cast of characters
By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler.
and fight back
Oh,
the
this must
Daedra
be
to
Elder
close shut
Scrolls
the jaws of
4
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Master ranged or melee weapons. Wield
I
powerful
didn't
magic,
actually play more than
or
a few
use
minutes of
stealth
this.
skills
I
to
didn't
best
find
your
it very
foes.
engaging. My
In
brother
this
actually
remastered
played the rest
version,
of it and got me all
character
the
models,
1,000
weapons,
gamer
even
score. That's
rocks
like
and
the only
sweet
thing
rolls have
anybody's
all been
played on my
meticulously
account that got
recreated.
achievements.
Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch.
I liked the Indiana
Plus,
Jones
the
game on
Shivering Isles and
Xbox.
Knights of the Nine expansions
I
are
think it made a
included
pretty good use
alongside
of the
main
Indiana Jones
story to take
license.
your
That
adventure
said,
even further. Step through the gates.
some
once
of the
more
follow-up
when
collecting
The
stuff
Elder
kind of
Scrolls
sucked
4
ass.
Oblivion Remastered launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this year.
I don't
We
know.
hope
Maybe
you're
maybe you
excited
could
for
feel
these
it doesn't
games
have as
from
much
Bethesda
action as you want.
Softworks.
You do a little more stealth and a little
That's all
more
for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
talking,
for watching.
problem-solving type stuff than you might have expected. Orbitals! The soccer game might be kind of interesting. There wasn't a lot, not that soccer game. But, okay, Saturn, do we get Saturn Bond? I'm holding off on the Final Fantasies until they have all 3 of them bundled at a discount, whatever. I mean, okay, look. Of the games that are trying to actually look next gen, oh shoot, get out of there before anything plays and we get with problems. Of the games that are actually trying to look next gen, Resident Evil, okay, Orbitals aside, Orbitals definitely looks the best, but it's really doing its own thing. You can't expect every game to look like an 80s anime. I think Resident Evil Requiem kind of had the most promising look. that Resident Evil engine, the RE engine, is just flexible enough to do things. And everybody else is just kind of like, oh, I'm confused. Let's just make it like a muddy, soupy color that looks like, you know, Unreal 3 slop, like it was supposed to be on the Xbox 360, you know, and that's kind of what everybody did. Let's have a cupcake, ask questions or whatever here. After the direct ends, do a reaction to Monster in Paradise by Gunship. No, Nukem, that's called getting a stream taken down in real time when you have music involved. This is a chocolate cupcake. Why release Hollow Knight this late? I guess it's already on the Switch, but that was a video touting a Switch 2 update for a game that's been around since, what, 10 years? Was it 2016 or something? Like a ways, right? Oh, I need to get this out of the way. What did you guys like the best there? Aside from Orbitals, Orbitals is such the clear winner. It's like that time Transformers didn't get an Oscar for visual effects and said that stupid walking polar bear shit got it. And then everyone knew the Oscars was fake. I haven't played the Oblivion remaster. I haven't felt inclined to do so. Nora says, I replayed Mario Odyssey today. I ended up getting 421 moons, just one over necessary. In case you need my villain origin story. Jesus Christ, there's that much you have to do in that game? Oh, for some reason I thought you said Sunshine. Yeah, that's Odyssey, yeah. But did you complete Darker Side of the Moon? I feel like I could, but I don't think I could do it on stream. I'd lose my sanity. There are other YouTubers who've done the same music video. Rules don't apply to everybody equally on YouTube, bro. This is a live stream. That's the problem. Godo, Xanadu, Pragmata, and Elliot. Already 9 for me because Leon is the GOAT. Though Chris is the OG, doesn't pretty much everybody like Leon more than Chris? Am I mistaken in saying that? This is a mess. Tokyo Scramble looks cool too. Was that the fun looking soccer game? Oh, I had a late lunch. I went to Waffle Bus. Had that waffle chicken sandwich. It was huge. I knew that would be big enough for dinner. One's going to look like Augustus Gloop. Is that what we need to call these cupcake streams? I'm almost out of cupcakes, and this is kind of the way I like to do these sweets like this. You do them all at once, and you get them out of your system, guys. You do it all at once, and then you're like, you know what? I don't need a cupcake for 5 years. Tokyo Scramble's see, what? They weren't calling them dinosaurs, and that makes it really easy. Dino Crisis. What game are we talking about? Probably the one with the Tokyo. Okay, what game are we talking about? One of the dozen we just showed that take place in Tokyo. Like, that's the confusing thing about naming some of these games. I'm not used to the Japanese nomenclature when it comes to gaming. I think Orbitals was the clear winner there. Resident Evil 9 is going to be really popular. The Final Fantasy thing is going to be popular too. Some of those look like you want to sell the stock in the company. Some of those look like some kind of plan to like the Turok game, was that a money funneling venture? Was that a money laundering exercise or a tax break? What was that? The Fallout, you're going to charge us $40 for a Fallout game that looks like that. Are you kidding me? So with that said, I think it's time that we get on with